I'm going to share with you what I do to remain disciplined and consistent, because I learned this a while ago from a mentor of mine and it hasn't really made sense to me up until recently. I'm really making this because I don't come from like a rich background or like a wealthy family or something like that. I don't come from a family of entrepreneurs, so everything that I have today, I had to work for it. Even the discipline that I have, even the organization that I have, everything, I had to work for it. It wasn't something easy. It's still not easy because there are still so many things that I still need to improve. But I've come to a point where I am seeing result of like the discipline that I've developed, and that's what I want to share with you today here. Because many times when we get into this journey on either building a business or either making more money, we read a lot about self-improvement books. So those are the first things that we learn. I don't know about yourself, but that was the first thing that actually attracted me into this journey. And when we read those books, it's always in there that you have to love what you do, you have to have passion with what you do. But in the beginning, yes, I did have a lot of passion about everything, because I had a lot of desire, a lot of envy of me wanting to succeed, of me wanting to do something with my life. And I used then that energy, that emotion, that drive to kind of start. But I quickly realized that I wasn't made for it. I wasn't disciplined for it. I didn't have the right mindset, nor the right programming for it. And it became really a challenging thing because I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it, but I had a lot of resistance to it. I remember sometimes it could take me like 2 to 3 hours just to answer one email because I didn't know what to do. I was procrastinating. I was so many things. Like an email that someone who is used to it could just take like 5 minutes to answer, it will take me like an hour or 2 hours. Why? Because when that energy started to dry out, which is always what energy does, either it's a positive energy or a negative energy, it always runs out. When I then find myself where I didn't have that energy anymore, I then had to actually discipline myself to do the things that need to be done in order for me to move forward. What I've done so far is really take a task, something that I'm procrastinating on it. I just take that one thing and I sit on it until I get it done. And that's why I sometimes took like 2 hours or 3 hours to answer an email that someone who knows what to do would usually just take like 5 minutes. Because like I said, I wasn't programmed to have those discipline when it comes to building a business. And remember, I'm really talking here specifically about building the right discipline when it comes then to build a business. What I then do is just to sit on that thing however long it takes, because something that I'm procrastinating on it, I just tend to be attracted by something else. It could be even you have a task that, for example, I used to make my videos myself. So I wouldn't want to do it. I don't know how to do it, or whatever the reason. I start procrastinating and say, oh, there's this book that I want to read. Oh, there's this audio that I could listen to. Great books and great audios. But the problem is that if I keep on distracting myself by what is important to do in the moment, I will never actually be able to do what needs to be done. And this one, for example, with the audios, with the videos, you have a video that you have to post tomorrow, but instead of working on the video, you start watching other videos or reading books. But then tomorrow comes, you don't have a video to post because you were just doing anything else but not what you had to do. So this has helped like a lot in terms of actually working on myself, disciplining myself so that I can stick into something, one thing, and actually get it done. Yes, obviously there are other tools that I've been using to work on myself, because like I said, I wasn't programmed to be successful, and therefore I had to reprogram myself to build the discipline required in order for me to be successful in whatever it is that I'm doing. And I'm really sharing this because when I first started, like I said, in the personal development world, it's all about staying positive, being positive, have the right energy, have the right mindset. But so far in my journey, I don't have that energy anymore that I have to be positive or I have to have the right mindset. It's now just about what needs to be done. So it really doesn't matter anymore about what feeling is in there. It's just about what needs to be done. And when you can make that shift on energy of like I have to be positive in order for me to do something to what needs to be done and just get it done, that is when you really unlock your potential. Because no matter what or no matter how you feel, you just get something done. You just do it and it gets done. This is what actually creates success. Actually just doing what needs to be done. Because if, for example, you are selling apples and you have a shop and one morning you don't feel like going to work, that day you're not gonna make any income. But if you feel like shit, but you still go to open your shop, and even if during the day you're still having that same feeling, people are still gonna come to your shop and buy something because it's open, right? So this has been a huge realization for myself, that I don't need to rely on the positive energy to get me moving. I repeat it, I do not need to rely on the positive energy to get me moving. I can just discipline myself and reprogram myself so that no matter what happens, I get moving, I can move, and I can get things done. Like I said, this has been like a big thing for me, and nowadays I see that more and more, because like I said, in the beginning, I wanted to make a lot of money. So when you start making money, then that energy starts to run out, because now you have money. Now you need to find another thing to keep you moving. You can keep on setting goals, money goals, but up to a certain point, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It's just about now, do you have the discipline to just keep going regardless of your financial situation? If you have $200 billion in your account, will you still be able to get going? Or will you just stop everything and just start, I don't know, traveling the world and not doing anything anymore? And for me, what I am here to do is to create a world that's best for all. A world that no child has to die from hunger or poverty. This is what I'm here to create. That's why it doesn't matter how much money I have in my bank account. I have to discipline myself to keep going until the job is done. Otherwise, like for me, it will have been a wasted life. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want to waste my life. So that's why I'm building that discipline every day, so that regardless of what I feel, regardless of what is happening around me, I can always keep moving forward. So this is what I do to keep on building that discipline and that persistence to just keep going. And if you want to know more about like what I'm saying, how to build that discipline, you can always reach out. We can talk and I can share with you what I use, what I do to actually build that discipline, so that regardless of how I feel, I can still keep moving and keep building myself.